Good morning YouTube, I hope you guys are well. Being on a limited time budget here because the mosquitoes are out to get me. So let's get this in quickly. So we are a bit to the north of where I normally live. I live in the Helsinki region, Espoo. And we moved north quite a bit where we usually are quite often. It's perfect for training really. So what we're gonna do is what training we have today. So first we're gonna hit the pool. It's a short course pool, short course meters. So times have to be a bit quicker. It's 60 times 100, leaving on 130. So normally I do it at 125. I mean, I have done it only one time, 50 times 100. And there I kind of noticed after like 4,300 meters, the fatigue is setting a little bit in. So it was good stimulus. But today's first time 60 times 100, leaving on 130. So excited for that one. Right after that, we're going to be hitting the gym. They also take you with. It's just a 30-minute workout. I shorten it now when I'm in heavy training. And then later we have a bit break, some lunch. And then after lunch, we're going to be having a bit of a rest, but not too long. It's a bit compromised, everything on purpose. And then we're going to be having a 3-hour ride with 4 times 20 minutes around LT1 heart rate, which for me is, yeah, on the bike, it's like the 144 region, 137 to 144 heart rate. That's my LT1 region. So 4 times 20 minutes there, 3-hour bike. And then afterwards, we're going to be having a longer run off, 19 kilometers. So 1.5 hours, something like that. Here in the nice trails, low zone 2 heart rate, not pushing it too much because we have some nice big days coming up, and that'll be it for the day. So we got everything for the swim now. This is my drink, it has 80 grams of just sugar and some sodium, just yeah, so I don't burn all through the carbs. It's still a long swim. Banana for after, pre-gym, ready, all my swim stuff. So I'm just gonna warm up now, and then I'll check in after the swim how it went.
A few moments later.
I'm back, we got it in, 60 times 100, banana now. Also used in this case this swim cap here. IRONMAN Pro Series cap as a motivator. High level swimming, so I have a lot of work ahead, which is cool. But I'm happy with this, 60 times 100. Main thing was a bit, my calves started cramping after like 4K. And in this case I can say it's dehydration. I can see it a bit, you know, when you pee you also see it. So I'm gonna fuel up a bit and straight to the gym. So when it comes to calf cramps, I would say it's one of 3 things most common. In that order, I would say, so 3 things for calf cramps in swimming. Number 1 would be your spine low back is blocked, which causing a bit irritation in the low back and then causes the cramps through that, kind of a nerve thing. Don't have to be scared with discus hernia, anything like that. Mostly it's tight quads, tight hip flexors, tight hips in general. If you're sitting a lot with your job or just a lot of Netflix, you're tight, or cycling and running makes also the hips tight. So that would be number 1. Number 2 would be just tight, deep calves especially. So not just with black roll, it's like the superficial calves. If you want to get the deep flexors, so-called, the deep gripping muscles of the feet, which are also very active if you run a lot. For example, if you had a run the day before that swim, before you cramped, they tend to tighten up, or if you ran a lot, which triathletes do. Anyway, so that one you can loosen up with either with your hands. You can kind of go into the calf. I can show you. So like kind of hard to show, but kind of like in like this, and like a massage stroke kind of up. So that would be that one, or like just a cross ball, and you kind of put your calf over it and really deeply go in there. That would be one. And number 3 would be dehydration. With me, maybe a combo of those things, but definitely dehydration today. So for the hardcore followers out there, we have been here in the winter for some sessions. Maybe you guys remember when you were indoors, but let's go in. As you remember, we've been here in the winter running. It was so icy outside, but luckily not today. So this is just gonna be my gym routine for all the details, if you wanna have a look there. I'm not gonna get you through the whole gym routine, it just takes a bit too much time filming. But yeah, everything in 2 sets, so 30 minutes I gotta be out of there. That's a key thing, because I could hang around here for an hour. I like the gym, but I can't be spending too much time and energy here. So just the activation, 2 sets, 5 to 6 reps, all of it, nothing super taxing, just a good tension. For example, squats 60 kilos, nothing like 80, 90, 100, that's like in season now too much. And yeah, so that, but super key, and especially opening hips and all those things, and keeping all the structures, especially weaker structures like my adductors, all the things that I find weaknesses in, I try to get better, because when you run a lot, eventually it's a ticking time bomb. Eventually that weak structure will catch up with you and will cause something eventually. So the less weaknesses it has in the gym, the less chance of injury I will have. Yeah, I didn't have any injury knock in a long time, 10-12 years, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Gonna be here gonna be doing some core work, some balance work, all those kind of things before we head over to the weights and the squat rack as well. Squat is in the back. One really simple exercise I like are these, and I put them back in the system. First for low back and hips as well. So you try to keep low back tight without, you know, tilting, especially tight ones. And then like 30 of those triangles, 3 sets per side. Alrighty, the core work is done. So now we're hopping to the upper body, dumbbell press with dumbbells left and right, so you see differences in strength. Also helps with like proprioception, so like the capsule for swimming, stabilizing and getting different ranges. You know, when you do dumbbell press, you go full range in the back. It's good for shoulders and yeah, stuff like that. Lat pull and. We got the gym for ourselves here, so I can keep filming. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing the dumbbell press here, 20 kilos, something like that. So dumbbell press is done, and then I just, again for activation, maybe I can do 5 by now, so it's really nothing crazy at all. I do full range, important that I fix the shoulder blade here, and then just like this, all the way up. 10 like this, it's just for control. Activation is again not massive strength or anything, but it helps for swimming. So my left shoulder is especially important for this one, because I had a bike crash into 18 and there some structures get a bit beaten up, so this needs stabilizing. Also I'm right-handed and played handball and martial arts before and stuff, so right-handed from handball is still my stronger side. Breathe to the right in swimming as well, but this side needs to be strong and stable, so I don't start doing some weird stuff when I get tired in swimming. Alright, lat pull is next. I like the machine a lot, especially when you can do a single arm, then you can really feel how one of your sides of the lats is activating better or worse, because obviously the lats you need massively for swimming. So if you have a machine in your gym, I recommend doing, yeah, of course with both as well, but really focus on your shoulders and what they do they really activate and pull with the lats, or do you do a lot of biceps or weird stuff? So that's pretty important, so you get your everything well activated right for swimming. I just did the first set. As I said, it's just 60 kilos. I do like to throw weight around in the gym, but there's a place and time for that. But it's just activation. Actually, squats is not just, you know, what you would think with legs and stuff, strength anyways. I don't know, strength not really super connected, but for core and general activation, for putting all the muscles together, because you know when you do a lot of swim like run, you become pretty dominant in some muscle groups, and some muscle groups just switch off, which then also can lead to overuse injuries in some areas if you always bang out the same muscle group. So this really connects it nicely like a squat, very natural movement, helps with tension everywhere if you do it right, correct. So I always have a bench also as a safety net per se. I don't want to go too low, you know, I don't want to go under 90 degrees. Like for triathlon, you don't need to be under 90 degrees per se. If I would do climbing or skiing, of course, full range squat, but always a bit demand driven what you would need. And yeah, so pumping out another one of those, and then a bit of calf work left, then we're almost done. This machine I actually really like, really simple. There's many ways to cheat otherwise, so it is just in and out for the hips. Some guys would think, this is only where the women in the gym spend their time, but no. You got to introduce this one, especially if you do in and out. For example, really easy test for strength. Let's say you do 40 kilos out and you feel like, okay, 6 times feels like this. And then you do the inside. I promise you, for most people, especially men, you will be terribly weak. I would say, try it in the gym next time. Let's say you put 50 kilos, push it out, do 6 reps or 10, whatever, do 10 reps to the outside. And then do the same weight, gently, be careful, because there's a lot of structures in the groin that are sensitive. So I bet you can't do half the weight. So let me know in the comments if you can do the same weight to the outside, to the inside. Unless you've trained it before, I would say. So your strength will be terrible with the adductors, the inside, which of course is not good. I'm, by the way, also terrible on the inside. That's why I train this. So for example, the outside I did now 57 kilos. And in the beginning, again with groin, if you feel super sensitive, like especially in the middle part there's some small adductor muscles and the tendons that easily get irritated, so don't push it. So in the beginning, what you gotta do, for example, is maybe find the outer range, where I get squeezed out, not like crazy tight, but like quite the outside, and then try the weight and maybe hold it in the beginning. So for example, something like this, you can just hold at the beginning like 3 to 10 times 10 seconds. Just hold it, that will be enough for the tendon structures in the groin. Slowly out, and hold it. That will also strengthen it in the beginning. If it's too much, to move it in and out. It's a good way to start and activate. We are here on the calf machine. Simple thing, but I really like this one for the deep calves, especially for example track sessions or faster running. I noticed my calves kind of got really sore in the past because that muscle group was super weak, and I was happy to find that when I strengthened this one, for example, in the beginning I could barely do anything. I felt like almost cramping feeling, because this works on a different deep calf muscle group than if you would do calf raises, for example. It's more targeted, so to another group. So it's really good. I like it. So again, just in the winter I did more, 3 times 6 sets, up to 6 reps with longer rest, so pushing it a little bit. But now again, just 2 sets. It's really good for tendons, for all the ankle structures. You can check what your ankle does as well. Does it drop in or out? Is it mobility issues? Or does it compensate? So you can really do a nice movement, which in running, while you're running, you can't do. So you can see weaknesses and can feel a bit. You can't do it single leg, this one. It's a bit not ideal. You could, kind of not. No, it's a bit tricky. But really good one. Like it, especially if you get sore calves a lot. Have a look in the gym. If there's one muscle group which is really weak, which is most likely, but if you do hard running, you're always gonna get a little bit sore. That's normal. But if you always have one muscle group that's most sore, might be worth checking and working a little bit on the gym, especially over the winter time. But also in season, you can do it. It doesn't take a lot, like I do now, 30 minutes in and out, and I'm not getting sore from it, but I'm still getting benefits. So. We did it. Happy with this one, and got it all in the bank. Now home, some lunch, and spend some time with the others as well, the family, and then we're heading later out on a bike ride. If you have any questions about gym or that kind of work, I can help you in the comments a little bit, or you can reach out. I can give you some help if I can. Again, over digital is difficult, but I have over 10 years in sport physio in me, working with lots of athletes. So I've seen a lot, learned a lot over the years, did a lot of things wrong in the beginning, and I certainly don't know everything, but I learned also what works for me. So I'm constantly learning, so So we got some tasty food from yesterday still, which is awesome. So don't have to cook, it can be quick. Some chicken, potatoes and veggies. Gonna eat that now, get that in, and then chill a bit. Alrighty, time for the next sessions. So it's a 3-hour ride. aerobic with 4 times 20 minutes, like kind of the high aerobic zone, like LT1 range by heart rate mainly, and a bit watts as well, of course. Always have a look, but it's a hotter day and just be in the right ranges. I have here 3 bottles with 80 grams plus in there, and sodium. The rest is water in here as well. 3-hour ride, but then also afterwards we get the run. Yeah. Gloves as well. It's really nice here where I live. It's more like hilly. There's great time trialing, like the best where I ever lived, for sure in Finland. Other places were more difficult to time trial safely without cars. And now here it's really more flat. The coast was still pretty hilly where I live, which is great for mixing up riding. But here it's really nice. It's really flat, and which is cool. It's like Ironman Spain as well. IRONMAN Vitoria. It's also pretty flat. So it's good to just get the power down and get used to it. And do in training what you want to do in racing. There's something where at some point this is where you basically develop all your confidence for the race. And to some extent sometimes I still had some, I mean, it's all in the end your fault. The sooner you realize everything that's going wrong in your life or is not going as you want is all your fault, not like this person this, because of this, because of my boss, because of this. If the sooner you realize that it's all on you, the sooner you will be able to fix whatever is going on. So with me, I just didn't do sometimes. Also the oceanside thing, some of the things of course were like not being swimming outside, riding outside, but even the run, like not specific enough. So you're only gonna do basically in Ironman what you did in training. Everybody that does well in Ironman did fantastic training, so I'm doing what I can to have a good race. Just uploading the route that I planned with Komoot. It's a great app, really like that one. Most of you probably know it. So I got a 3-hour ride. It's 112k. Let's see, I don't know the roads, have to see how it is, but should be good. So download that one, some music with, and then afterwards I look forward to the run as well. That should be nice. The lights. I need to get new ones. Those batteries, they start to run out after like earlier than planned. I think they just get a bit old eventually, batteries. You know, the helmet lasts 2 hours, so for longer rides I have kind of both. I kind of switch. Once these run out I put the helmet, but definitely not very air the helmet when you go down. It's like this. But it's training, so does not matter. Out. I see you in 3 hours. I don't know if my camera woman will be there then, but I'm gonna film a little bit before we head out to the run. Ironman Spain training in progress, but it's all about the journey. It's a long way to the top, but I'm gonna get there. See ya. I just came from the bike. I needed a little pit stop in the end at the gas station for some extra calories. I was a bit in a hole there. Some big days, so calorie is big. Got a good reminder. Gotta eat a lot tonight. And now the run, my running belt with, and then yeah, get that one in as well. Ride was good. Some bumpy roads in the beginning. It was not so fun, but hit the targets that I wanted to hit. And flat time trialing is really something that's important to practice. So not the same as riding uphill and stuff. So yeah, gonna get the run in. No music, battery ran out, but I can sing in my head and check in after. I did the run, happy. 90 minutes in the bank. Half an hour in, I realized I'm gonna be way slower because I ran here this kind of wood chip cross-country ski track up and down. And then I had to decide, am I being a chicken for not running 90k, 19 or am I being smart? And the answer is, after some thinking, I was being smart, because you have to always think, what is the goal of that session? What is the goal of that session within the week? Tomorrow is a big run, and this run was supposed to be as low taxation as possible, but a really good session in the bank. It's enjoyable, but yeah, now I gotta eat. I have exactly 5 seconds before I'm gonna get eaten by mosquitoes. So if you enjoyed this type of content, feel free to subscribe, follow my journey. Lots more videos coming about how I progress, hopefully. Yes, I will. Step by step, put the work in, and then results eventually will come. But key is that I enjoy the journey and work hard, recover hard, do smart choices. And now I'm in it. Left my job, left everything behind. And sometimes you have to realize and say it, because your ego always wants more. You want this right away, like everybody in life. We always want everything right away. Instant gratification. But the good things take time. So I hope you have a great week. See you in the next video. Bye bye.